So y'all mad about the fact that I said that Tim Duncan, first of all, let's start with this. Everybody in the comment section of that video is talking about Tim Duncan's greatness and basically reevaluating his career once he was finished. My point is, during his career, while he was still playing, nobody was ever saying he was the best player in the world, dog. He wasn't even on the tongue of most when you're talking about best in the game. Like, you can't even go and find a clip where they just giving Tim Duncan the title. And people want to talk about because he wasn't flashy and he was quiet and he was the big fundamental, and you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to act like that's the reason why he was never given the title. No, that's not the reason, dog. The reason was just that he wasn't that nigga, dog. He just wasn't, he was a great player, dog. Like, he was amongst the best, but he was never considered the best. Who that sound like? That sound familiar? He was amongst the best, but he was never considered the best. Ever. Later in his career, they started talking about him being the best power forward ever. You know what I'm saying? You know, they put him in a box. He was never being argued as the best player in the NBA. Never. Trust me, I searched for it. And if you do find something, it's gonna be damn near impossible to find. But if you do find something, it's gonna be very minuscule, I promise. Because nobody was considering him of that ilk. And it's okay. It's okay, because guess what? He retired. And then you guys were able to go and look at the totality of his career and feel like for what he's accomplished, he's in some of y'all top 5. To some of y'all, he better than Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, to some of y'all, he's up there for y'all. But there's nothing that he did throughout the time that when he was playing that made y'all feel like, yeah, he definitely the best, dog. Yeah, he definitely top 5. He didn't do nothing. They won consistently. You know what I'm saying? He consistently was on a decent squad, had consistent coaching, and this organization and franchise was consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, he's the model of consistency. You feel me? He's the model of consistency. Did he get all 5 finals MVPs? No, he didn't. He didn't get all 5 finals MVPs, right? Because that's what the knock on Kobe usually is that, oh, he didn't get all of the finals MVPs. He wasn't always the best player. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, the narrative switched, and I don't care that y'all in the comments talking about, oh, you a Kobe fan, or, you know, you ain't got to diminish. I'm not diminishing Tim Duncan's career. I'm just pointing out the fallacies in these arguments, dog. Because it don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me. So what I have to do is I have to look at who y'all mostly have in y'all top 10 and got to go up the list. Because if you saying this about the guy that they want to put 11, if you saying this about this guy, then I have to look at everybody else above him. It's not a slight to anybody. I'm simply just saying that if that is your argument, the MVPs, right? Oh, Tim Duncan won back-to-back MVPs. Steve Nash has back-to-back MVPs. You know what I'm saying? They fucked the game up when they did that shit. They gave Steve Nash back-to-back MVPs. So does that mean that Steve Nash was the best player in the NBA? No, we know that to not be true. We know that Westbrook was never the best player in the NBA. He got the MVP because guess what? Triple-double. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we gotta stop, man. We gotta stop with this idea that the MVP, you know what I'm saying, means that you're the best player. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you're the best player in the NBA. Like, we know when Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, you know what I'm saying, when they won MVP, they was the best player in the NBA, dog. You know what I'm saying? We know that. We know that for a fact. The rest of these niggas, we don't be knowing that shit. Now, I'm not going to say that when Tim Duncan won MVP, he wasn't maybe top 5 in the league. I give him that. But as long as Kobe and Shaq is in the league, you can't ever claim that you're the best. As long as LeBron is in the league, you can't never claim that you're the best. Right? I don't give a fuck how unanimous Steph Curry's MVP is. He ain't never, you know what I'm saying, better than LeBron, dog. And we know that. We play games and we do shit for clicks and argue, you know what I'm saying? But we know that, bruh, for a long time in LeBron's career, definitely from the 2010s, probably throughout, dog, it ain't never a time where LeBron is on the court that we definitively saying that somebody's better than him, dog. But niggas is winning MVP. Do you really believe that Jokic is better than LeBron? None of us believe that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's true or not, you don't believe that shit. The MVP award has a criteria that does not mean that you're the best in the game. There's a criteria around MVP. So let's stop using MVP, dog, to just, like, we get it. Michael Jordan was the best player in the game. You know what I'm saying? But other people throughout his career won MVP. Would you sit here and say right now that they were better than Michael Jordan? No. You know what I'm saying? Statistically, you know, wins, you know, as a team, all of that stuff plays a part to winning MVP, dog. So we got to stop with the MVP shit. Tim Duncan was never, ever spoken of as the best player in the game. I keep seeing y'all saying he won MVP back to back. He was the best player. Nah. Were you watching the game? Was you around back then to watch basketball? Or did you just go Google some shit? Because if you was around, you would know that nobody ever said that he was the best player in the game, dog. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like if you've either never played basketball before, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, if you never touched a basketball before, dog, you don't need to talk about basketball because you don't understand the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't never coached it, you ain't never played it, dog, you don't, you know, you only pick up a basketball, you know what I'm saying, to dribble around outside, I don't know, intramurals, or I don't know. If you not playing basketball at a serious level, I'm not saying that you had to go to the NBA. I'm not saying that you had to play college ball, JUCO, you know, high school. I'm just saying that, dog, you gotta at least be a basketball, you know, player, fan, not just fan, but at least understand the game, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand the game, bro. You know, don't be just looking at, my point is this, don't just be looking at stats, dog. We can't have a real conversation if everything that you talk about is about stats. The stats don't tell the whole story, bro. The stats do not tell the whole story. It's a lot of people running around here talking about LeBron has the most this and that in history, but they forget that just like he has a lot of positive things about what he has the most of, he has a lot of most of negative shit too, like turnovers, most of NBA history, most playoffs and finals losses. You know what I'm saying? For as consistent and efficient y'all want to say LeBron is, he isn't efficient when it comes to winning in the finals. You see how that shit work? His win percentage in the finals isn't great, isn't a winning percentage. So we gotta stop. You know, and I know I am one of the biggest LeBron, you know, I don't know, haters, I guess, for this space. I guess I'm one of the biggest LeBron haters, you know, but I'm not gonna not acknowledge that man greatness, dog. I argue because guess what? I want to make my point about Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Kobe gets disrespected in all of this, you know, but we not gonna sit up here and not acknowledge the fact that LeBron probably has been, since the 2010s, dog, the best player, dog, throughout his entire rest of his career. We ain't never sitting up here thinking that because Jokic got an MVP, he better than Bron. Never. So that MVP shit don't matter, dog. You know what I'm saying? Who's the best? And for the record, I've never heard them call Tim Duncan the best player in the NBA, dog. You can't find it. You want to go to MVPs. Go find the clip where they say he's the best player in the NBA right now. He's the best player in the NBA right now. Go find me the clip. You can't.